to introduce the finalists in the trade category are Delaney Vunn from Fillmore Riley and Keith Wiebe from RBC, the award sponsor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Keith Wiebe, Vice President of Commercial Financial Services for RBC, and very, very proud to introduce tonight's Trade Award. You can't imagine how difficult it is for me not to bring up something about Donald Trump in introducing this piece, but I'm going to avoid it. So, congratulations to the finalists in the Trade Award. At RBC, we're deeply proud of our credit and trade financial services that help businesses grow their capabilities outside of Canada, both on the import and export side. We're also very proud that RBC was recently named the best trade financial bank in Canada, and that's the 6th year in a row that we've been recognized with that award. Locally, RBC is very engaged with many of the partners, some of who are in the room tonight with World Trade Center, as well as the Winnipeg Chamber, in the delivery of the Trade Accelerator program. It's called TAP. And in that program, Canadian businesses have the opportunity to create a plan to accelerate their own business growth and export capabilities.
All of us are involved in or touched by trade in some way, but these three finalists stand apart. The connections that they've built between Winnipeg and the global marketplace are substantial, impressive, and enduring.
Trade, sponsored by RBC.
Going above and beyond. The Winnipeg Airports Authority manages our city's front door and our first impression for visitors and travelers. They lay out the welcome mat, or in their case, the hug rug, for everything from major conferences to refugees' first meeting with their new home. They're also a major economic driver for our city, to the tune of $3.37 billion a year. Managing a transportation hub in the center of the continent, Winnipeg Airports Authority performs the delicate task of maximizing passenger and freight throughput without jamming the system. Considering the traffic growth they're seeing thanks to strategic investments and service excellence, managing this balance will continue to push them to more ingenious solutions. A blueprint for community and commerce success built with the public and private sectors in lockstep, Winnipeg Airports Authority is a pillar of our city that continues to rise to the occasion. For 75 years, grower-owned Peak of the Market has taken Manitoba vegetables to local and international markets. With one of the most technologically advanced storage programs anywhere in North America, they keep vegetables fresher longer, allowing them to inject over $100 million per year into our economy. In recent years, Peak of the Market has made a concerted effort to compete in the U.S. markets, overcoming obstacles like higher American yields and a lower tax base. Through innovative technologies like packing robotics, they're more efficient with staffing. Research on new potato varietals is paying off with greater sales in Idaho and Washington. This business drive that's led to 2 of the highest sales years in the company's history hasn't distracted from their community commitment. Peak of the Market continues to donate over 3 million pounds of vegetables to Winnipeg Harvest annually, while also supporting a number of charities that make our city thrive. For thousands of years, mucklucks have helped people thrive in some of the coldest places on Earth. Talents, tools, and techniques were shared between countless generations and are continued today by Manitoba mucklucks. a local Métis-owned company that competes with the world's footwear giants on a global stage. Beginning with a niche trading post, founder Sean McCormick followed his ancestors' path of innovation and adaptation, using modern tools and technology to create a functional, durable product that advances tradition. Scaling up meant convincing retailers the warm, soft, minimalist boot could stand beside thick, rubber models. Fortunately, celebrities found the Mucklucks the perfect fit and sparked a worldwide demand. With his own Profit 500 business thriving, McCormick can support the next generation of Indigenous entrepreneurs. Through the Story Boot project, he's created a global marketplace where Indigenous artisans get 100% of the proceeds from sales. And through the Manitoba Story Boot School, young students learn to craft their own pair of mucklucks or moccasins, carrying the craft forward.
And the recipient of the Trade Award is Manitoba Mucklucks. Congratulations.
Accepting the award on behalf of Manitoba Mucklucks is Sarah Brzezowskis, Story Boot School Coordinator.
Wow. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are on Treaty 1 territory, traditional land of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. So I'm really honored and humbled to be here, of course, accepting the Trade Award on behalf of Manitoba Mucklucks. I'd first like to say thank you to the Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce and RBC for sponsoring the award. Thank you very much. For recognizing the success that Manitoba Mucklucks has achieved since Sean McCormick established the company in 1997. Our vision is to build a vibrant global brand that makes significant impact in Indigenous communities. And by focusing on business excellence and our many social impact initiatives, we are achieving that vision. And we are sharing and celebrating our Indigenous culture and our Winnipeg roots with the entire world and helping to make our community a better place. Thank you to our customers and fans, our business partners, and most importantly, to our dedicated and hardworking employees, without whom none of this would be possible. On behalf of Manitoba Mucklucks, thank you.
Great. We're going to come and have a picture over here. Okay.